Okay, so how do I have PTSD? Because if I turn off the main street onto my block and some headlights turn behind me, I can't go home. I've circled, I passed the crib, I did all type of weird stuff. Soccer mom about to get the van windows blew out because I think somebody followed me. YouTube, you saw the thumbnail. My neighborhood gave me PTSD. That's kind of clickbaity because I don't think I have PTSD. We all grew up a certain way, young men, a lot of black men in certain neighborhoods. And so we just develop a way of moving. That's what I think I do. My wife seems to think I have it. She's here with me today. We're going to go through the video. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see what come out of it. There's some interesting things that we've talked about beforehand. So let's get into it. I'll set the tone by giving an example of what she means. And I don't know if ladies watch these videos, but you might see if your dude acts like this. I don't think I have PTSD. I think I have something else, and I'm going to tell you about what I think I have later in the video. But here's a scenario. Me and my wife, we go out. We have a great time. We have a great evening. We go to Ruth Chris, get a meal. We go to the comedy show. We laughing. We on the way home. We rehashing the jokes. We having a great time. She's in a great mood. She says, I think we need some gas. I said, all right, pull up at the next one. Soon as she enters the gas station, attitude. Where you want me to park? All right, don't pull by pump 2 where that charger is. Pull all the way around, go over to the pump 9, bag up. Soon as I get out the car, put your hand on your pistol. I'm going to go to the back of the trunk. I'm going to insert the gas nozzle into the gas tank. Then I'm going to stand back to the rear of the vehicle and I'm going to scan. The entire time I'm pumping, clutch your weapon. And we're going to get up out of here. Attitude, resistance, fighting. The night is messed up. I'm moving by myself. I move militant. I don't want any problems, but I just want to be ready for it. So that's what spawns this video when we talk. And we're going to get into it, man. I don't know how many people think I'm wrong for that. I wonder how many other dudes move like that and how many women it irritates. Where I'm from, I think everybody and their grandma move like that. But we grew up in 2 different states. So she is here with me. And I don't know, you can put your input in here for the people who grew up how you grew up.
Well, let me just say this. Where I grew up, everything was peaceful. I mean, we didn't have violence. I could ride my bike in peace or walk to the store, nothing ever happened. So I think that I know that's the biggest difference between me and you. It is because I didn't have those life experiences. Everything was pleasant. So I mean, the worst thing that happened to me when I was little was maybe somebody teased me because I didn't have big breasts. You know what I mean? Okay. That's the worst thing I can remember as a child.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. When you say I have PTSD and I say I don't have it, what do you see in me that gives you the thought that I have PTSD?
It's always the paranoia.
Paranoia. All right, I'm gonna let you talk. See, this are our arguments. We're not gonna argument on my channel.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm not paranoid. I don't have PTSD. I have BOP, being on point. That's what I think. I'm just on point. I'm not paranoid. Damn, that sounded paranoid. Okay. I just think like I'm on point, but go ahead.
Okay. So like, let's get, for instance, anytime we go to the grocery store, we get in the grocery store, I got the buggy, I'm pushing my little buggy, we getting our groceries. You're never right beside me. You're always behind, looking and scanning. And I'm like, if he don't come on, and it's just like, I don't understand it. But you're always just looking to see if somebody's going to do something, if something's going to happen.
You think I'm on edge?
Yes.
See, you read it wrong. I'm never on edge. I'm just like, I used to go out a lot. I would go to the bars. I would get drunk. I have fun. I threw the money. I know you don't want to hear this. I had a great time. I threw the money. I did the whole 9.
Okay.
And so I got into a lot of dumb stuff along the way. Problems. Dudes don't like certain things, jealous, or whatever might happen. And I got into a lot of problems. So let's say this now. So now if I go into a bar, another scenario, and this is kind of almost real life type scenarios. If I go into a bar or a club or whatever, I ain't going to no damn clubs. But if I'm in a bar, a certain group of dudes come in. Another group of dudes come in. A certain song come on. I'm like, hell, 115? Oh, hell no, I'm about to get the hell out of here. It's just like that. My instincts just feel like I ain't like the glance I got. It ain't just me, but the glance, he scanned the room the way they acting. 115, why the am I still in here? I'm gonna go. I mean, it's like if you that thirsty and want to pipe something down, go parking lot pimp. If you got to wait it out that bad, I'll get the hell out of there. I don't need to be there. That's my mindset. I'm not completely comfortable no more. Let's say nothing gonna happen. It's time for me to go though. Or like I said, dudes go outside and park a lot and pimp. And at least you got some room. You can get behind some whips. If something go on, you gotta have a fly dope ass whip to park a lot pimp. But I'm just saying, or you ain't even gotta have that nowadays. Y'all make it easy. They make it easy, baby, not you. But so like I said, I just find that with me, that's like instincts to, you know what, time to go. And then that's gonna be my age. I'm a little older. I'm not sitting up at bars. It ain't. Some people think they missing something if they don't hit it. I never want to close a bar down at 2 a.m. But my younger self did. So I mean, these just things that I think a lot of guys my age act like this now. That's just how I feel.
Now, I do think some things are normal. Some things are normal. Like, let's just say, for instance, if I'm driving home and I see, and the car's behind me, and they're behind me a little bit too long. And like if I make a left turn, they make a left turn. I make a right turn, they make a right turn. Then my instincts is up. Okay.
I think I put that in you.
So, no. I've done that.
Okay.
I've done
and
that.
As a woman, you should.
Yeah, because I am aware of my surroundings.
Okay. So how do I have PTSD? Because that's my number one thing. So I'll call you and say, "Hey, I'm around the corner. I'll be there in a minute." You'll call me 9 minutes later. Where you at? And I'll say, "Hold on," because if I turn off the main street onto my block and some headlights turn behind me, I can't go home. I've circled, I've passed the crib, I did all type of weird stuff. Soccer mom about to get the van windows blew out because I think somebody followed me. Now, damn, that sounded paranoid again.
Well, like I said, something like that is, I think that's normal. It should be normal, people to be aware of their surroundings. But with you, it's just like you said with the gas station. You're always scanning, and you're always, don't park here, don't do that, back up in the spot, don't do. It's just like, oh my God, you just do too much,
and all that is to make sure you good. I'm gonna be honest, and like I ain't running from nothing. I ain't into being macho, whatever. Life is life. A nerd could kill you. You press and scare a nerd too much, he can kill you. But all that is to protect you. So if you're not with me, I might feel like I could strike out and I can maneuver. Ain't no maneuvering if you with me. You'll come out the grocery store or Walmart, wherever the hell we at, and you got your big Gucci glasses on, you got your Gucci purse, you just walking, ain't got a care in the world. And I'm looking like, that look like a steak to some of these thirsty dudes. That ain't nothing to us. I'll save up, get you that for Christmas, you'll buy your own, whatever. But to some of these people, you a lick. And I think you forget that because of the community we live in now. We're not in that neighborhood. So even in this community where don't nothing happen, something can happen anywhere. But maybe I'm not at rest. I just think it's being on point. It's just watching the surroundings, not wanting nothing to happen to you, anybody I'm with, and just like I said, being prepared, man. I go in the restaurant, you know how I gotta sit, and that's most men know. You call it PTSD. I don't think it's PTSD.
Like I said, some things are normal. People like to sit with their back to them looking at the door. Who's coming in? Who's going out? That's normal. That's a lot of people do that. I understand that, but I feel like you don't think I'm aware of my surroundings.
I definitely don't.
But I am. Like, for instance, we could be walking the dog in the neighborhood, and the car comes up a little bit too slow. You're already grabbing your gun. And I say, oh, that's the man who lives there.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Yes, it very much so is. With me, I know my neighbors. I know the people who live on the next block. They don't know me. I know them. I know what they drive. because I'm very aware of my surroundings.
Okay, you do pay attention to that.
I do pay attention. I look out my window. You call that nosy.
Okay.
So
that's another video.
So am I nosy or am I
nosy? Right. You definitely nosy. That's another video though. I'm gonna stick to the video.
Am I nosy or am I prepared? No, because I'm looking and seeing who's in the neighborhood. I'm looking. So you don't think and I know I don't have PTSD, but I am aware of my surroundings and who's in them. But you go overboard.
I definitely think my neighborhood, and I love my neighborhood, it ain't the people, it's just the environment. And let's face it, dude, in Utah, bust your head now, everywhere is bad. And the mentality is shoot on any problem, any complication, pull the trigger. That's the mentality we got now. But it's like the groundwork, I guess, was laid. Being younger for me, I don't know if it's PTSD. I still think I'm on point, or am I in denial? I don't know. We'll talk about it. But as early as, and I even put this in my book, a snippet of it. Nobody went to jail over this, nothing, whatever. Shouldn't talk about a lot of stuff. First of all, I'm a real person. So if I say something on the channel, my friends watch and they know situations. But anyway, as early as 13, 7th grade, walking back and forth to school, I had to go through 2 neighborhoods. And they kept taking my gym shoes. Not they kept, like I was getting picked on like that. But that'll happen. A dude pull out a gun on you, he's going to take your stuff. These dudes, I'm in middle school. These dudes not even in high school no more. They're out of high school and they would rob you. And so I would put my good shoes in my backpack. And so enough of that, I got a hold to my first gun, which was a 32. And a situation went down. You're going to get up off of me. So as early as that's 13 and 7th grade, we shouldn't have to worry about, I live in reality though, we got to worry about it. But if you just say in a perfect world, shouldn't have to worry about me going to school in 7th grade and I got to take a gun. So I will say the groundwork was laid from where I grew up at 7 Mile, 6 Mile too. Always got to shout 6 Mile out. No problem, 6 Mile. But with all my people. But I think the groundwork, the foundation was laid to that ain't gonna happen again. Or, this ain't gonna happen again. I learned from those early experiences to just be on point, don't never trust nobody. And, you move accordingly like that. And I think you say, I put your PTSD on you. You act like you're not having a good time when you go with me because I'm worried about the weird looking dude with one eye in a backpack that just walked in. And I won't even look at the show no more. I won't concentrate on nothing. I'm watching Buddy, or I'm not paranoid. I ain't got no problem with nobody. I seen it before. I ain't gonna say like I done it before. I guess I did. That's what I went to prison for, armed robbery. But I know too many people. I know it, and I just think you come from like La La Land of a place in your mind, which is great. I wish I was a nerd. I wish I was a lawyer. I wish I lived somewhere else. I wish I was born in Calabasas. I wish I came from that. Not really. Now, you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. A dude in Calabasas might get drugged and his wife gets slapped. If that ain't everybody going to jail, everybody going to prison, everybody going to hell, like that ain't happening. And so I think you should embrace the good things that BOP provides you with instead of always wanting to make it an argument. I'm surprised this ain't turned to argument.
No, it's not an argument, but I just feel like I feel like you just can't embrace the good time we're having because you're too busy scanning.
Do you think it's a part of mental health?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Which is how crazy.
Well, I don't like to say the word crazy because I think it's insensitive. But since you brought that up, let me go ahead and read what post-traumatic stress disorder is.
Oh, okay. You did real homework.
Okay, I've done real homework. Okay. So it's a mental health condition triggered by experiencing or witnessing a terrifying, violent, or life-threatening event, causing intrusive memories, flashbacks or nightmares, severe anxiety, avoidance of reminders, hyperarousal, feeling on the edge, and it disrupts your daily life long after the trauma ends. So, I don't feel like there's really much difference between you having PTSD from growing up in your neighborhood as opposed to someone that was in the military and went to war. Okay. Because to be honest, I mean, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, those are
Iraq.
yeah.
Okay.
So those are people experience the same thing in those cities because of so much violence in the city.
Okay, I can go for that because not ever reading the definition myself. I
Okay.
just heard the word, never thought about it. And a good friend brought that up, and we were joking when I was talking about we're gonna make this video. He actually brought it up before that. He said he feels like a Navy SEAL. Because so all my friends move like what I'm talking about. This is only foreign to you. He said he feel like a Navy SEAL when he moves around. And he way worse than me in a good way. Like I ain't on point. I feel like I should catch up with him with how he moved. I'm like, man, I don't need 22 magazines on me. I got 2 or I got this many shots or whatever's going on. Ankle pistol, back pistol, pistol and appendix, whatever. So so hearing the definition, I mean, experiences are just going to mold you how you look at life. Of a rich person, it's going to mold their experience. A poor person or where you live. If you grew up as a fisherman on a boat, that's what what I'm saying? So I wouldn't trade the experiences though for nothing. I wouldn't trade them only because I feel like it helps me today. I don't feel like living like this costs me anything because the way I set traps and buzzards and sensors around the house, outside, you come in the backyard, even if you escape the Ring doorbells and the cameras, is going off in my room. Like I got all night to do that. It didn't cost me nothing. It didn't cost, my time is worth that. Whatever else I didn't do ain't getting done until I set this booby trap up. And so I don't even think, I'd rather do all this extra and be protected, protect my most valuable prized possessions, you, my kids, whoever, than not take the steps and put them in place to to be okay. I'm not sitting here in my mind like how you say all day I'm thinking something's going to happen. No, I don't think I'm paranoid. I just think I'm on a swivel. It could happen anywhere. And honestly, and I can't speak for all of them, and I still got a lot of female family members. Most of the women where I come from, it's like if I walk into the room and we're in Detroit and I give them a certain look, they're going to start grabbing their purse and they already know what's coming. Or not to say I'm about to do something, or if I look at them and look at the dough, and I think you picked that up too, though. I ain't going to put you out there like that saying you had to grow up where I grew up, but they going to start wrapping up shit, all the flack, or we having a good time, or I ain't ready to go. They ain't going to say nothing when they see the red in my eyes. How I'm looking at them. So I just feel like I bet look at Chicago, they getting hit. Them dudes killing each other like crazy, So I think a lot of neighborhoods, you can go to LA, you can go to a lot of neighborhoods, Detroit. Yeah. You can Cleveland, St. Louis, you can go to a lot of places.
PTSD, so G Herbo has an album called PTSD.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's ironic.
That is ironic. So I'll be listening to them, but I ain't know he had an album called that. Okay.
He does because he says
I'm getting old. I'm getting out the loop on these young dudes in the album.
Yep, I looked that up too.
Oh, okay. Because,
like I said,
you was ready for battle.
Yeah, because a lot of guys, like I said, grew up in those neighborhoods, do have the PTSD. It's no different than somebody going to war because you've gone to war in your neighborhood.
It'd be survival, and then it'd be survival. In my neighborhood, when I came up, it's like you was either, and I hate to say it like this because I try to be a mature person, but you was either getting money or taking money. And it's just which side was you on to that. You was either getting money or taking money. That's all it was about my whole early teens up until late 20s. Now it's like the Facebook post or whatever. We just in the backyard talking about it. When I get the people that I can still rock with that have a mindset to still live and, try to be good citizens, whatever we doing now, we just in the background, in the backyard barbecuing. Remember we was in the basement coming out $275,000. Like we're not doing nothing now as far as that, as far as doing that. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I can't answer that question.
So you have the no new friends position in life. Okay.
Yeah, I can meet associates.
Okay.
If I don't play golf, but like if that's all we got in common, but that ain't translating to coming to the back cave or none of that.
Yeah, and I think this is just the way I feel. I feel like you see the negative in people first, and I feel like Trust is earned, not given. You don't trust anything. And this is why I say it's paranoia, because we can have, let's just say we have an electrician come out. You need to know who it is, how old they are, where they came from. You need to know everything. You need to know about the people that clean the carpet, the housekeepers. You have to know everything because you always feel like they're going to always double back and rob us.
Hey, until you get robbed, you ain't go. Hey, your house been robbed?
No.
Well, mine has.
No.
In another place.
It hasn't.
So.
Even you do it to me. If you can't find the t-shirt, where's my t-shirt? You think I got you up top for your t-shirt?
You trying to start some fights now. So I mean, well, we can see where this is going with the channel here. I'm trying to let them. I just wonder how many, if it's a male gender or a female, is it a female or a male thing? Or if women watch this, how many women look at it like how you do? How many of their husbands, boyfriends, sons, brothers, or how many men? Some guys might say I'm crazy and I'm gonna think they're weird. You know what? They're not weird, but we just grew up different.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with having your own perspective in life and things like that. Nothing's wrong with that, but I do feel like it's embarrassing to talk about like mental health or PTSD if you have it, or just us talking about it. If I'm hearing your voice, hearing you say the things you're saying now, you never said it in these type of ways, or you haven't given me these examples. And so I would feel like that's something that would feel like poking holes in me.
Mm-hmm.
Something that, no, not me. I'm on point, so definitely it could be mental health with certain people. I would definitely agree with that. It's almost like when you go to Alcoholics Anonymous. Hello, I'm an alcoholic. I ain't said that yet. Hello, I got PTSD. I still feel like, even though ain't nothing happened when we left out of Walmart, but it's like the Predator when I'm scanning.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So,
Okay. So I'm going to tell you, so I think you do things that doesn't help for sure.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you this, and I've never said anything to you about this before, but what I do notice is you keep up with the news, the Detroit news. You know everything going on in Detroit. Okay. And I'm sitting here and I think to myself, why does he keep up with the Detroit news? And then I'm like, okay, he doesn't even look at the news where he actually lives. And then you'll say, well, in Detroit. And I have to tell you, we don't live in Detroit. This is not Detroit. It's nothing like Detroit at all. But you still live in the mindset as if you do live in Detroit. So I think that is also a big problem.
Damn, I feel like I'm in a therapy session.
You are in therapy. You are.
You got the glasses on.
You are in therapy. Get into it.
Okay. Yeah. Where I'm from is what I love. That's where I'm from. People who are from, like, I could never be an Usher or a Bow Wow. I didn't know. I was like, damn, Usher from Tennessee? Damn, Bow Wow from Cleveland? You could have told me they was from Atlanta years ago.
Bow Wow's from Columbus.
From Columbus, right. See, I didn't know from. I don't watch this news. But my point is, like, so I keep up with what I love. My heart is Detroit. And, that's where I was raised at. That's where my foundation was laid at. That's what I'm built from. Wherever I pull up, Detroit pull up, period. So I said that to say it like, I don't think I keep up with it as much as you're saying it in a fashion of, I'm obsessed with something bad could happen. Mm-hmm. I got people there. Do you know how many times I looked at the news and I knew the person or I knew the situation?
This call is from a correctional facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using GTL.
Hey, bro, what up, though?
Hitman Verge, what up, though? Hey,
you busy?
Not really. Check this out. Listen, bro, I'm doing a video about us having or not having PTSD from growing up in our neighborhood, maybe having it, maybe not having it. And I want to know, do I got permission to use your photo?
Hell yeah.
How long you been knowing me?
I've been knowing you 38 years right now.
What's your charge?
I'm in here for third-degree home invasion and bank robbery.
How much time you get total?
I got 8 years altogether.
How much time total you spent in prison?
Right now, I have 30 years in it.
Whether it was on the bad side or, we got away with that, whether it was on the good side. So I still have loved ones there. I still have children there. I watch the news because, not just that solely, but I'm programmed to that. It's programming, I think. And so I don't care how long I've been gone from it, so that's that reason. So yeah, I don't know if that fits.
Oh, it does absolutely fit because I mean, people do stuff in Detroit that is diabolical. They
everywhere.
Somebody
in Utah, bust your head. Always say that.
I get that, but in Detroit, they work overtime to figure out how they're gonna rob you or how to get you.
Yeah, it ain't. And if they're gonna take it,
it's a lot slower
take it,
than it is where we live.
Yeah.
So,
but they get it in Columbus too. I watch the news. I know where I'm at when I be moving. Even when I was lost, I know I'm with the hood over here. And I watch the news, so I know what's going on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Okay, and then we're not gonna keep them too long.
Okay, we ain't gonna keep.
I want to see if maybe this can help somebody. Maybe this can help somebody's relationship where we argue about it, or you know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
Okay, get through your questions, and we ain't gonna keep them too long.
Okay, so real quick.
All right.
Do you ever feel fully relaxed, or do you always feel like you have to be ready for something bad to happen?
Always feel like I have to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like something bad to happen because that means I'm predicting like bad stuff. I mean that's more of a paranoia to me. Just always be ready.
Okay.
Just always be ready.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever feel disappointed that nothing bad ever happens?
Hell no. No, I'm on
after you've gotten all worked up.
I never get worked up.
In your mind, you create scenarios, and if they don't happen, you're cool. You're just cool with that, and then you can just relax.
No, that's false. That's a female perspective thing. I'm never worked up. I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want nothing to happen. So no, it ain't no work up. It's scan. Okay, cool. Whatever. If this happened, I'm about and I'm hit that dough, or whatever. I definitely don't want nothing to happen.
Okay, all right.
Positive. I'm a positive person.
Okay, positive. Okay, so do you think when you got robbed from your shoes when you were younger, do you feel like you were the same person?
Hell no. Hell no. No.
Okay.
Hell no. Oh, so you trying to say that was a traumatic event?
That's my whole thing. That's the whole thing.
I had so many. I ain't got robbed 50 times, but I've had 50 traumatic events. I didn't heard bullets. When a bullet go past your head, just picture being a kid and you got an extension cord and you're swinging it, and that sound it makes in the air. That's what a bullet really feel like, to where I felt the wind. So, I had a ton of experiences. I'm not going to get into seeing the person if they're shot on the ground and, people who've passed away, people who've been killed, So, all that's the foundation of it. Yeah, I guess you're telling me these events are what lead me to be the way that I am. And you're trying to tell me that that's PTSD right
Absolutely.
there.
Because the thing is what's the difference between somebody in Desert Storm having bullets whisked by their head as opposed to you on 7 Mile having bullets whisked by your head? The only difference of it is location.
Yeah, it could be. I guess I don't know.
And it is just like if let's just say a bank teller gets robbed. You think?
Oh yeah, no.
Do you think she's going to?
No.
She or he is going to?
I've had some experiences in the bar to where it was life threatening, to where it could have ended bad. I'm not going to talk about it. Everybody in my neighborhood know. One of my guys, dudes I grew up with, ended up in a coma, and things happened to a few people. Nobody died that night, fortunately, but he ended up in a coma, and he was suffering for that for years, getting his cognitive functions back together. So my point is, that night I couldn't even go to the bar no more. Like I said, it feel like the bar. I feel like I'm in a coffin. Mm-hmm. This is a coffin that you're about to die in. Get the hell out of here. Get some room. So yeah. Hey, I don't know. I guess the discussion will go on to the end of time with people, and how they react to things, or what shaped and mold their vision or their mind of everything. So I guess we want to just bring the topic up a little bit. Certain things I do or we talk about, we'll bring it to the channel. If it's sort of relevant to what I do here on this gun channel and restoring my gun rights and having my pardon on the way, all the things I've done, that's all in the channel if you guys need to chime in on some of that. And I thank you for staying. If you made it this far to the end of this video. Hey, everybody like, subscribe, share the video, drop some comments. If you got something from it, if you got some experiences, share them with me, man. Everybody be safe out there, man. Blinks go bang, man. I'm out.